And we are back, and we just finished watching 2016's Monster Trucks with a runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes. This movie is rated PG and is absolutely a kids movie. You can find it for streaming we saw it on Hulu.
On Hulu, yep.
But also on Paramount Plus, Epix, and
probably for rent. And
it's
stuff.
probably for rent on these other platforms. This is Olive G's choice. Olive G, why did you want to watch Monster Trucks of all things?
You know why I want to watch it?
Oh, tell me, because I don't know actually.
We saw it like a long time ago when we were children.
Well, we saw a trailer for it.
Yeah.
And you went buck wild for it.
Both kids went buck wild for it.
Went buck wild
bouncing up and down on their seats. I don't even remember what movie it was.
I don't even remember what movie it was either.
The highlight of the day was the Monster Trucks trailer. And then for some reason it didn't come out.
And I think it did, but
No. It came out, but we saw the trailer, and then nothing came of that movie for like a year or two, and then because they were super young.
Yeah.
We were seeing some I don't know what we were seeing, but the both kids were really young when we saw the trailer.
Yeah.
And then it finally came out, and now it's on streaming. So.
And it finally caught up with us.
Yep. The promise was made.
Your days have been outnumbered.
The promise was made, and Olive held us to it. We watched Monster Trucks.
It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad. It was a fun little kids movie.
Yeah, it's definitely a kids movie.
Yeah, suspend all disbelief.
Yeah. I was really intrigued with the monsters because I never would have... I don't know. There wasn't anything cutesy about them or anything.
They were adorable.
Not really.
I think the main monster was definitely less hideous than the parent monsters. The parent monsters just had gross heads and whatever.
Weird coloring.
The other one, he just sort of looked like a blunted shark with like big sort of doughish eyes and tentacles. They all had tentacles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was just a very strange shape for a monster.
It was like some sort of Lovecraftian thing.
Yeah.
You know, this kind of reminds me of like a TV show I saw once on Netflix called Shark Dog.
Shark Dog?
Yeah. It was basically a shark, a small tiny shark, like a shark that was small and tiny like a dog, and it acted like one.
Okay.
And it was able to walk on land.
Did it eat people?
No.
Oh.
Because a little boy had it, and he showed it to his friends.
Anyway, did you like Monster Trucks, Olive?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you seem to enjoy it. I didn't see you walk off once.
No.
That's usually the par for the course for Olive. Is in the middle of film, she'll get up. First, she'll start rolling around on the floor. Then she'll leave the room for long stretches of time. This one, edge of her seat the entire time.
The entire time, yes.
Yeah.
This movie was made for Olive G.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite character, Olive G?
Nope.
Favorite scene?
No.
No. But you loved it?
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this movie?
7.
A 7. Why did you like it so much? It made you laugh?
Was it exciting? Was it funny? Was it all of those things?
It was exciting and funny.
It was exciting and funny.
Yes.
Were like the characters, what were there? I totally Tripp and what was the
Jane
girl?
Levy.
Jane Levy.
What was her name? My God, we just finished watching this. How do I forget her name?
I'm a pony girl.
What?
She was a pony girl.
Meredith.
Tripp and Meredith. Did you like Tripp and Meredith?
I appreciated that there was no kissing.
Yeah, there was definitely like the whole these ones are gonna hook up or whatever, or they for some reason everybody but the snotty rich boy seemed to love Tripp.
Yes.
And he was oblivious to all of it.
Yeah.
Like even snotty rich boy's girlfriend.
Yeah, she seemed to.
She
Frank
liked
Whaley was a jerk.
Frank Whaley turns out to be a jerk. He's not really in it much. So is Amy Ryan, Holly from The Office. She's in it for like
she had maybe
she had like
a minute total of dialogue.
She had
good for her, and I'm sure she got paid like a regular salary.
Yeah,
Danny Glover, maybe 5 minutes worth of work.
Maybe I go so far as 15 because he was
15. You think so? I don't know.
He had the scenes in the beginning, and then after when they were
Barry Pepper
in the car dealership.
I feel like he had 15 minutes of airtime.
Yeah, he had 15. Yelling at him, "Oh, you better straighten up, Tripp!" And then at the end, it's like, "I believe in you, Tripp."
Yeah.
Oh, we're working. So you're my new dad.
Rob Lowe, 10 minutes of airtime.
Rob Leonard, 10 minutes of being a douchebag.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tom Lennon,
15 minutes.
10, 15 minutes. Yeah. All right. This was more
this was
Tripp
Tripp's
and
movie.
Meredith's movie.
Meredith and Creech.
Creech
the Creature.
Pretty decent special effects for a Paramount film. I mean, this was kind of like Disney quality.
Paramount's got money, but decent special effects for a kids movie.
Yeah,
especially one that I don't believe got that much notoriety, or I don't recall walking down the street and being bombarded with monster truck billboards and advertising. So I don't know if the studio was like, yeah, we got a winner on our hands. We got to blitz the hell out of this thing.
Right.
So, but even still, it had some pretty good special effects.
So apparently the male lead is MacGyver on the Channel 2 show, I think.
Oh, that's where I recognize him from.
And the girl was the girl from Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe. Wasn't she was also on that weird show with what's his name? Jeremy Sisto. She was Suburbia or
was she in that?
I think she was the daughter on that show.
Maybe. Yeah, I think you're right.
Short-lived show on ABC or CBS.
No, I think it was ABC.
Annie, what do you think, G?
I didn't care.
Come on, give us something more. You didn't care about the last one. Why didn't you care?
It just wasn't interesting.
It wasn't interesting. Okay, so your enthusiasm for monster trucks has died since you saw that initial trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suburgatory. Yes.
Suburgatory. Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe you remembered that. And that show was on longer than I thought. It ran from 2011 to 2014.
I thought that was a one-season show.
I thought that was a one-season show, too. She was also Mia in Evil Dead from 2013.
Oh, look at that. All right. Well, yeah, I knew I've seen her in other things.
Yeah.
Like the other kid I've seen, but he's not really as prevalent.
I feel like I've seen her more and stuff.
Yeah.
Why didn't you like it, G?
I literally just said it wasn't interesting.
It wasn't interesting. Okay.
Come on, Grace, give us something more. There's nothing else to give.
It wasn't interesting. What about you? What did you think?
I thought it was okay. It's a kids movie.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as kids fare go,
it was decent.
It was decent. You're not going to be just wanting to die watching it. It's not it's not overly saccharine.
It moves fairly quickly.
Dad, can I ask you a question?
What?
If you were a kid, would you want to watch this movie?
Probably.
If I was a little kid, yeah, probably. If I was probably like younger than you. I think by the time I was your age, I would have wanted more violence. I mean, there was ridiculous violence in this thing, but it wasn't like bloody or anything. Like cars are getting flipped over and things like that, and there's no consequences to anything going on. There's a sequence in the middle of the film where they're just like testing out driving the monster truck, and their sides, it's like they can't control it, so they're side swiping cars, and they end up like running over this car dealership, just crushing cars in the car dealership, and they're just driving away. And there are literally no consequences to this. And then later on, I believe they go back to that car dealership and just use their garage to build more monster trucks.
Well, because the son of the owner of the car
son of the ownership was also in love with
Tripp. I could take this movie or leave it. I think, I mean, this movie is definitely for children. It's not bad. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not Encanto. It's not Kubo and the two strings. Yeah. It's not.
If you're starved for kids'
Out.
entertainment and you want something that's halfway decent
and light
this will fit the bill. I think.
Yeah.
Especially for, I imagine, more for probably little boys.
Yeah.
Because
I can see little girls like.
I mean, our little girl loved it.
Yeah.
But she's all about
mayhem. Yeah. Yeah, there were. I will out myself and say I did briefly go under into Sleepland, but I don't think I missed much of the plot.
Nah.
And there were some white supremacist undertones. No, I'm just kidding. I think we read.
There are no white supremacist
we created a whole different movie watching
if you were like really gonna like riff on this thing and make fun of it, you can say, okay, well, isn't he kind of exploiting this animal for labor?
Yeah.
And then the excuse is, well, he's having fun. Yeah. So you if you wanted to go that direction, you could. It's not there. Please don't think that this is.
We were just
anyway.
Being silly.
We're being silly.
Yeah.
It's just fun for kids.
Fun for kids.
Not torture
humor.
for adults.
Yeah.
Clean humor.
Yeah. If grandma and grandpa are watching the kids, this is probably acceptable viewing.
Yeah.
I think
your kids will have fun
grandparents
watching
would get bent out of shape over anything in this at all. The kids, especially smaller kids. Smaller kids,
not for young teens.
Yeah.
I don't think G is an outlier here. I don't think a young teenager would.
They would be like, "Why am I watching this?"
They'd be like, "This is baby stuff."
Yeah.
And
let me go over to my Discord and see what's going on.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. I think this is geared for what? 5 to 9, maybe.
I go so far as 10.
10. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. 5 to 10.
You know what? Even younger. I mean, if a kid can comprehend a story, they could probably enjoy this movie. The monsters are not scary.
No. Well, I mean, there's that scene where he's like, which was kind of
there's a little bit when it roars at the kid, but the kid is like, you can tell he's never ever in danger.
Yeah.
The moments when the monster isn't fully shown and they're just showing little bits of tentacle and stuff. Even that, it's like, okay, it's not really that terrifying. I mean, the tentacles are flat. There's no hooks, or he's not even slimy.
No,
he was basically like his skin was like the texture of like an elephant.
I was gonna say like a dolphin,
or maybe a dolphin. Yeah, but dolphins can be look slimy because they're
look
shiny,
slimy, but they're not.
But I would say like an elephant or a rhino or a hippo or something.
Yeah, I think, okay, so maybe 3 to 10? It's a good spread?
Yeah. Like I said, if a kid could comprehend a story, they would probably enjoy this movie.
All right, Olive G said 7. Gigi, I know you didn't like it, but give it a number, 1 to 10.
5.
5. What would you give it?
I'd give it a 6.
I too would give it a 6. I think it's decent kids fare. It's
okay.
Not bad. Yeah, I think I feel like we've seen worse children's movies.
Oh God, absolutely, yeah.
And this isn't it.
No.
Yeah. This was surprisingly delightful, I guess. Yeah, I didn't expect to like. I thought this experience would be torture, but it wasn't. And I had my little. I had my little power.
Like my feelings on this one were kind of my feelings with Sonic. Like, I thought I would hate Sonic the Hedgehog, and I enjoyed it. But I liked Sonic more than this. I liked Sonic more than this, but I thought this was just ridiculous, and I would hate it. But this wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised at the end. I was like, that wasn't as excruciating as I thought it would be. Yeah.
I stayed awake, and I was not angered or... I don't think I rolled my eyes once, and thankfully they stayed away from any sort of like sappy
or overly what's the word I'm looking for? Heavy-handed kind of like you're destroying the earth, man.
Yeah, I mean they had some aspects of that, but they weren't like in your face brutal. The humanity sucks sort of thing. It
does, but.
Yeah, but not in that. I mean, in this movie, there was the evil oil corporation.
Yeah.
Good.
Headed up by
douchey Rob Lowe.
Chris Traeger.
Yeah. It was okay.
All right.
I think all the elements were in place.
Fair enough.
Well.
If you're looking for entertainment to entertain the 3 to 10-year-old crowd, Monster Trucks is definitely the way to go. Currently streaming on Hulu, Paramount Plus, and other platforms. Check it out. And that's it from us, and we will bid you all
Good night.
a good night.
A good night, yes. Bye.
Good night.